What's up, Rockstars? I love Warhammer 40,000, but by golly gee are the miniatures expensive. That being said, I have a top 10 list for you here of the best places that you can get miniatures for your Warhammer 40,000 armies. Now, before we dive into this, just note that I am actually only focusing, because there's a lot of options, only focusing on ones that will give you actual units. There's plenty of awesome terrain, even more vehicle-centric ones. There's a lot I could show. In fact, there's even more. This is literally just a top 10 of just the unit ones. So bear that in mind. If you want to see a follow-up video to this for some other ones that I kind of look at for miniatures that I might want to get or that you might be interested in for Warhammer 40,000 specifically, or a grim dark future scenario, then please let me know in the comments below and I can certainly share that with you guys. But let's go and start out with Ghamak. Ghamak. I don't know how to say this one. This is a very big one. I mean, people have known this one. They've been around for a while. 1,600 patrons. They do not have a tribe that I know of on my mini factory, but we'll spend a lot of time on my mini factory. Anyway, they have a sci-fi tier and a fantasy tier. We're not doing Age of Sigmar or anything like that right now. This is just Warhammer 40k, but as you can see, they have some great minis that you could use for all sorts of different stuff. I mean, even if it's just a big old demon you want, you can get that. They have a lot of really cool minis. I don't know, some kind of dwarvish looking guys, maybe. Maybe you get something like that. Maybe you get some of these, I don't know, people from Mars, perhaps. You know, I don't know. Just, you know, whatever. They're here. They're awesome. And guys, if you don't want to print these, that's fine. Thanks to my sponsor, GameWorkCreate, you can actually get these printed and shipped to you for cheaper than Games Workshop would sell them to you. These are actually fantastic. And I mean, really, really good stuff. I personally love this Berserk Chaos Warrior Leader. If you want a super cool HQ for your Chaos dudes, maybe Korn would be happy with this. I don't know. You guys let me know. But seriously, they have some awesome stuff here. They will, again, print any STL that you want, but they offer a lot of these already pre-ready for you. And again, that link is in the description below. Definitely check them out. They have a ton of 3D printable stuff that you can get, from terrains for your tabletop to actual units just like this. Now, moving on from that, we have Atlan Forge. This is actually a new one. I haven't really been following them that long, but I'm very impressed with what I see. I mean, this looks really good stuff. And at least for the tribe, only 40 subscribers right now. So pretty new as far as I can tell. But I saw this and I lost my leg. Guys, come on. Tell me you don't want that in your army. This guy is incredible. I love this one. And those candles are good. I dig that. I think they need more candles, but I mean, they got all sorts of really cool looking guys that you can go and check out. They got a unique look just to them that's kind of gives them their own little flair, which I really appreciate. But even if you're just looking for bits, right? Like, let's say you just want this freaking sweet staff thing, well, you can get all that kind of stuff. So definitely worth checking out, even if you just like bits and parts. I mean, at the end of the day, we're all about the bits, right? Look at this guy here. I mean, just incredible looking stuff. Look at that hammer. Looks good. So yeah, definitely check them out. Atlan Forge, they're doing some freaking sweet stuff. I love it. DakkaDakka.Store. I mean, guys, this one doesn't even hide their influence. This is all about that. They offer physical ones. They offer the STLs. And look at this. $8, guys. $8. I mean, yes. Now, they hide a lot of their stuff, but you can still kind of look. They got the Ogren and, you know, demons and, I don't know, a robot legion. I bet they come, you know, from underground and, you know, have all these different units and stuff like that. Look at this, by the way, guys. Look at some of the stuff that they make. It's just incredible stuff. All these bits and bobs and all that stuff you could want, bases, all that. But what I am very impressed with is that tank. Dear Lord, that tank, main battle tank, looks fan-freaking-tastic. My goodness, that is a good-looking tank. So, yeah, feel free to check them out. They do all sorts of stuff, from commissars to anything in between. Now, I'm going to butcher this name. I'm going to butcher this one, but this is probably I already said it wrong. It's probably, I'm going to say Joseph Kujuwaski, but I'm sure I butchered that. I apologize. That you do cool stuff, and I'm very sorry I messed up your name. You can go in and see maybe a little dwarf-looking guy right there. But you can also see some very interesting, I don't know, necroids, as they're called here. But there's a lot of really cool stuff. You get the Federation of Tyr, which is a very cool Norse thing there. I'm playing through God of War for preps for Ragnarok, so excuse me if I appreciate the reference a little more than I probably should, but I really do dig that. So, they got their jet bike stuff going on here, but these necroids, I actually really like their heads. I think that's super cool. But they definitely have, again, their own unique style, which I really do appreciate. I think that's great to have. And it's really good. But you can see some of these, I don't know, like psychic kind of ones looking pretty sweet. I dig it. So there's a lot here, guys. I mean, they just do some really cool stuff. But yeah, feel free to check them out if you think any of that looks cool. Well, I mean, here you go. There you are. So yeah, looks great. Really, really like his stuff. It's wonderful. Only 51 here on Tribes. Man, that's got to get higher. That's some good stuff. All right, Mezgike, I think is how you would say this. Again, on these names, man, I tell you. But I mean, look at this right off the bat. My wife has a Death Guard army, and it's looking pretty good. I particularly like the wrapped bandage. I think that's just I don't know. I really dig that. I mean, yeah, slime's cool and all that, but I mean, you get plenty of that. But they have some cool orcs. They have, I mean, look this guy. Look at that. I mean, come on. He's got a peg leg, guys. I love it. And I love how like the barrels are like wrapped on there and blown out and stuff like that. It really, and he also has a robot parrot because, I mean, of course he does. Of course he does. But these guys just look cool. So this stuff's just great. Moving on. We got the Star Pharaoh Foundry. Now, this is named particularly for a certain group, the Star Pharaohs. Again, this kind of like robot legion, spacefaring legion with advanced technology. They might have some arcs with ghosts in them, stuff like that. So they have a huge selection of proxies that you could use for your Necron army. Or if you just want to spice things up or try a new unit out or all sorts of stuff, feel free to do that. Again, even if you just want the bits and bobs, like this head, which is fantastic, stuff like that. I love these, the Orky heads. I really hope they get that. That looks fantastic. It looks really cool. They only need 5 more, and I think that's great. But they have some really, really good stuff. And again, this, in my opinion, leads more into the Egyptian style that they used to have. So if you appreciated that style, or look how skinny these blades are. If you appreciate blades that maybe are a little bit actually smaller, they tend to do that in a lot of the destroyers and stuff like that. So really, really good stuff. Like this guy, look, they even give him like drill bits and stuff like that. Just a nice take on things here that I think is really, really cool. Like this. Like, I would not have thought of like the scorpion thing. Super cool. I dig it. So perhaps it veers a little bit farther away from something you would just naturally proxy and closer to something you would want to build a whole army out of, perhaps. But I think they're super neat. I really do. I mean, this, by the way, this croissant here, I actually really dig the angle of it. So they made the wings kind of angle down. I like it. I think that's super cool, actually. It looks more like a little jet fighter kind of thing, which is, I think, pretty neat. Now, they do a little bit more. They're starting to venture out from Necron stuff, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah, anyway, tons of cool stuff here, for sure. They're great. Let's look at Station Forge. Station Forge is another great one. You can see, again, I feel like they wear their inspiration on their sleeves. And this stuff just looks good. Look at these orcs. They are happy orcs. They are good orcs. And I love the size difference. I love the silliness of the little guys. Just looks great. I love it. Yes, that's great. I love the kamikaze one. Their weapons look great. They're good orcs. Sometimes Games Workshop sells these things that are a little expensive. And maybe you want to try out something really big like this. Oh, well, here you go. So yeah, they have some really cool looking stuff. I mean, again, just a wide. Look at that. Oh, that looks good. And this, it looks good. I like it. Love it. This stuff's awesome. It really is just really fun. Look at the shield on that thing. That is good. Look, throwing a grenade. I know a buddy of mine who could use a few of these. These look great. Really good stuff. Yeah, just everything they do, I feel, is quality. Like, just really, you know, maybe some Mars people. I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. Looks great. That's Station Forge. Again, all this linked down below. Okay, James Gorshop, which is a fantastic last name, made me do that. I don't know why this is it. It's Surrogate Miniatures, though. I just think that's hilarious. Only 238 patrons, so again, I'm surprised some of these are as low as they are, because look at these guys. I think they look freaking sweet. I love how ornate their armor is. I love the blade on the waist here, and how he's holding that. Just great looking stuff there. Obviously looking at maybe some short guys. Maybe some sci-fi short guys are, you know, something you're interested in. Well, they might have some of those. But yeah, these stuff, again, a very unique style. You could use it for several different things, I think, and just, it would work out well. And overall, I was actually quite impressed by the range of them. Like there's a whole squad, like, every single time, which is just awesome to get. All right, we're getting towards the end here. We have Diverging Realm. Now, this one, again, has some really cool looking, unique stuff. Like, this is really cool. Look at this right here. Like, this is very much, you know, you can see some of the boxes that I'm building, and yeah, I got some boys in gold that would very much think that this is a cool sub-faction, maybe a little lion themed, huh? That looks kind of cool. I dig that. And there's just some, look at that. That looks awesome. And if nothing else, again, you could use this if you want in something else. So that's what's so great about this, is they're not all just one piece. You can take and, you know, maybe you just want the weapons, swapping out weapons. That's a very useful thing. These are some super cool weapons, super cool shields. I really like these guys. I think that looks super awesome. Yeah, that's fantastic stuff right there. So yeah, they offer some really cool stuff. I really dig these. Forge World makes some of these that look fantastic, super cool. This is a unique take on it, very, very different, very much their own thing, and yet still fits, I think, among a whole bunch of other minis that you might already have. Super cool looking there. And so, yeah, just really, really impressed with a lot of the stuff that they're doing, and I am excited to see more. I think that looks great. Okay, we're going to end with Blue Sky Minis, which have a very bright background. And they have some orky boys, of course they do. Yeah, that's a giant gun. I love that it's launching missiles. I think that's super cool. Look at this guy. Just really cool stuff. I love the symbol and the tusks and the, you know, the giant, you know, gun on the side, and it just really cool stuff. The explosion of the laser sword looks freaking sweet, but of course you can swap it out. Here's some other guns you can put on this bad boy. Just looks cool. I dig it. I love it. Orcs are just fun, but again, it's all pieced out. So if you want a sneaky boy, they have a sneaky boy, or maybe a guy riding some kind of animal. Maybe you want a unit of those guys. Maybe that sounds kind of neat. Well, they got you covered. So yeah, very cool stuff. As you can see, I'm really digging all of this. And again, all of this is linked down below. And of course, big shout out to my sponsor of the video, GameWorkCreate. They can print out anything you just saw on this channel, and some of them they already have ready to just print and send to you. You don't have to even get the STL. You can just pick and choose what you want and have it arrive at your door. That is linked down in the description below. Guys, thank you so much. If you want to see that other video or other videos just like this, maybe on different themes, let me know. I can certainly do that. I track well over 100 patrons and tribes, and so if I can show something cool to you, just let me know what you're looking for, and maybe I can accommodate. All right, that's it. Take care, guys. Bye.